Hey, this is Sam here from RecipeThis.com and the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I've got a brilliant recipe for you. It's for a slow cooker taco chicken soup. And what's brilliant about it is you can have it as a stew and add less liquid, make it into a soup, it freezes perfectly, and best of all, it's brilliant for using up your pantry staples because it's absolutely loaded with them. And it's also a chance for me to share with you what is my favourite chicken at the moment to cook with, and that is these babies. It is boneless, skinless chicken drumsticks. So think the boneless, skinless chicken thighs that you love, but with drummer meat, and they're just so good. And if you can't get them where you live, do have a look though. It's just you can swap them for the chicken thighs that are boneless as well. But we've spotted them in a few supermarkets now, and we just can't stop buying them. They are perfectly cooked, air fried, in stews, in casseroles, in soups. They've just got so many different uses. So what pantry staples are we talking about then? So I have, these are my favourite. We've also got them in our new cookbook, Air Fry Easy Every Day. And it's these taco mixed beans. They're just brilliant. So we've got 2 of those cans to use. We've got some black beans, salt and pepper. We've got plenty of jars of salsa. And then we've got some coriander leaf, or you might call it cilantro where you live. We've got garlic puree, some chopped onion, taco seasoning mix, just brilliant, even though you can make your own. It's just great for if you've got all these different supplies going on in your pantry and you just fancy a clear out, because all you've really got that's fresh is some of the chicken and onion, and that's it. And then we've also used frozen sweet corn, but you can swap this for canned if you prefer. I kind of have a bit of both in, so it depends what I've got that needs using up, but I've always got a big bag of sweet corn in the freezer, so that's why I've gone with that. So then you can start loading it all up into the slow cooker. These taco beans, I mean, oh, seriously, they're so good. So start by adding your taco beans in. And then that's the second one. 2 cans is the perfect size, and it's lovely kind of mixed taco beans, and then you've got some spicy tomato sauce in there as well. And then of course, let's add in some black beans, and I'm using the liquid as well because I'm making a soup here, so I don't want it too thick. And then I'm going to reserve a jar of salsa for later, because that's good for at the end when you're kind of thinking, oh no, this soup's too thick, or I want it more like a stew. Then you can decide what you plan on using without passing it to the hubby to do for me. Press it. Oh, can I do the next one? Oh yes, I mean, stronger than I thought. And then what else have we got still to add? Well, I can add the onion now, can't I, as well? So I've already prepped some onion because I was doing another recipe with it, and I thought, oh, there's no point peeling another onion because I had the majority of what I needed there. Coriander leaf. Good seasoning of salt. As much pepper as you can handle. I know some of us don't like that much in there. And then of course the taco mix. I love these, they're just brilliant and perfect for a quick slow cooker recipe. So that's in there as well. Next on the list is a bit of garlic. I haven't used this one yet, so I'm just going to use the lid to get in. You can add as much garlic as you want. I mean, that's the plenty for us. And then the last ingredient for the chicken is the sweet corn. Brilliant measuring spoon, so I'm going to use this for the sweet corn. Just going to open this bag up better. So this depends on how much sweet corn you like in yours. And then there, That's a good portion of sweet corn. So now all we've got left is to prep the chicken. So I'm just going to move a few bits out of the way before I do that. Oh, and I'm just so excited about these drummers. They're just so amazing. If you've not used them yet, I recommend giving them a go. So you just want them so that they're more bite-sized, so they're more soup suitable. So just, if you think of these size of these drummers, if you could kind of half or third them, depending on how big they are. I mean, look at that for a portion, that is perfect. Oh, do comment, if you live in the US, do tell me if boneless chicken drummers are a thing where you are. We've only just started spotting them recently, so they might have been in the US like a year or much longer, because we're always slow when it comes to what food we have here. And then in the UK where I've spotted them, I've got them from Tesco's now, Morrison's. Just thinking where else I've picked them up for. There's been quite a few places now that have got them. But I think I very first spotted them in Tesco's and I thought, oh wow, they sound amazing. And I'm using 2 packs here, which works out at 1.2 kilos. So if you're in the US, then this is not far off £3 in weight. 1,350 would be £3, so it's just a little bit under. I always find it weird the way our portion sizes are in the different meat that we sell. When I was in the US recently, I was there and it was like so exact was £1 worth, whereas here in the UK we would round it off to the nearest 10. So not much left now, last few bits of chicken. I said it goes kind of like pulled chicken when you've slow cooked it, so it'll go even smaller when cooked. But I find that the boneless drummers or thighs are better when you're slow cooking over the chicken breasts, because they're a bit fattier. They don't get as dry in the slow cooker, which is perfect for what you want when you slow. So that's all your slow cooker chicken in now. I'm just going to wipe my hands slightly. You've been dealing with raw chicken. So now I'm just going to give the chicken an extra seasoning with the salt. And then what you can do now is you can get a spoon in there and give it a good mix. This is one of my favourite silicone ones. No idea where I got it from, I've just had it for ages, but best to use silicone when you're cooking in the slow cooker pots, Ninja Foodies, instant pots and such like, because you don't want to end up scratching it. You want it so that that taco seasoning is on everything and it's not just on one big lump somewhere. And this is just brilliant for freezer meals as well. Remember, there's no oil in this. So I first came across chicken taco soup or chicken taco stew when I was on Weight Watchers. It's very popular on there. The beans filling you up and the protein from the chicken. So that, it's had a really good mix. Oh, that look amazing. And it's just perfect for, like I say, a big pot to go on. So now, because I'm using my Ninja Foodie, it's got the air fryer lid on at the moment, I need to swap this for the slow cooker lid and then we can get it going. And the slow cooker lid for the Ninja is the same as the pressure cooker one. So you might find as you're putting it on, what might happen is that it slightly goes to pressure, so you might have to do a slight pressure release. So to get it on, turn on your Ninja Foodie and then you need to squiggle your button so that you're on slow cook, and then it'll say hi and then press your button in and then it will automatically do 4 hours on high using the slow cooker function. So the chicken taco soup has done its time in the Ninja. I've been using the Ninja Foodie slow cooker setting for this recipe. So I find it does require an extra hour longer than my crock pot. But oh, look at that. Isn't that perfect? I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? And just think, this is a chicken taco soup that you can just dump all the ingredients into any of your slow cookers, and it's just perfect every single time. I mean, oh, what's not to love about this? And you can also add in some extra salsa if you want to, but I find that this consistency is just perfect for soup. But if you want it with more of a salsa kick, then you may prefer to add in some extra salsa. And then also this recipe is fantastic for the freezer. I always have some freezer containers ready. It's still steaming because it's only just been cooked, so I won't actually be freezing it yet. But what I can do is get it into its containers ready for when I do. So check that out, freezer container ready to go for the freezer with your chicken taco soup. So if you are on a diet and you're looking for weight loss and you just want something to quickly have on a night when you come home from work, then note that you can freeze them just like this in these freezer containers and then defrost them in the microwave if you want to, or you can thaw them overnight and then a quick reheat, and they're absolutely brilliant for nights when you can't be bothered. And if you look at this pot full here, there is a lot of food there, so if it is just for you, then you can have a really good stash of freezer meals in the freezer ready for you when you next fancy some chicken taco soup. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Pinterest, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course you can also find us on TikTok. But best of all, head over to recipethis.com/newsletter to join our weekly newsletter. And I'm Sam, and thanks again for watching.